Welcome to Python, the Django e-commerce series, part 4. This is SDC. We're going to begin from our authentication Python file. So right click on your middleware and go to files, create Python file and name it AUTH authentication. This is going to authenticate all the users and every security aspect. Press enter. Once that is done, we're going to import the Django shortcut. So from the Django shortcuts, let's import our redirect. Once that is done, we're defining how our authentication should work for us. So underscore middleware get underscore response. So here this one will be a one-time configuration, so you can leave that one, and let's go to our middleware and make sure that we have means of accessing our request or processing it. And the next thing we're going to do is to make sure that we print if there is any error. It has to be here, so type request.session.get into bracket. We're going to bring in customer return. We're going to return our URL, so return the URL. Let's make it equal to the request we're going to make, and that request must meet our meta with a path underscore info. So keep doing it, type in all these things, and our request is set and done. We are done. All it's set. So our authentication under middleware package is done. The next thing we're going to do is to create another Python file under this template tags. So right click on template tags. We need Python file CART, that is a cart we need, and another one Python file again, and this time we need custom underscore filter. That's what we need. So click on OK. We double click on the cart, double click on it, and let's try to import as usual our Django, and then we will import our templates. Must be equal to our template, and then let's fetch it from the library and close it. At our register, we're going to make sure that we have a filter, and the filter should be a name which we want it to be as it is, so no need to worry about anything. And it's is underscore in underscore the cart. Let's remove this, and then we go to our define. We define this. So we already created the is here, this section here, you can see that we created that, so we have to make sure that it fits in is underscore in underscore cart. It fits in our work and our product, comma cart. These are the things we want to reveal within the carts, whatever anyone is going to create. So here we need a keyword, so set it to keys is going to be the cart dot keys, the cart dot keys. In keys, if integer id equal to product, id, then return true. If not, just return false. Now let's make sure that we set this one. The indentation really counts, so please make sure that your indentations are in a proper position as you've seen mine. So that is really important. Our next registration settings we're going to make sure that this one is set. So here we're going to set a register.filter using the name, cart, and the quantity. So register.filter, and we're going to set to the cart. So your quantity is set here, your product is also given, and the same information we're doing here. The top one we have the in the cart and the quantity, and the next thing we're going to set here must be the price data. We're going to set the price data for our next option. So here we have our price and the total price within the carts. This is different from this, so we have this. Good. Double click on our custom filter, and the custom filter again, the Django, import templates and register them. It's equals to our template.library. Method is set. Our default is going to be our currency, and the currency must be a number. After that, now this currency can be anything. If you want dollar, you can put dollar there. If you want any other currency, you can do that. So I'm going to put USD here, and the USD, the most important thing you have to know is that this is going to be a concatenation with our final price that will be revealing or will be showing. So I want you to make sure that you get it right, and by getting it right, I mean there should be a space in between your price and the currency symbol. So how do we do that? As you can see that we have this set here, it's in quotation marks. Give a space and bring your quotation mark before you bring your plus sign. Now we're going to convert whatever the output may be into a string, because we don't want to combine, we cannot combine an integer with a string together. So we have this, and this one has to be converted. This number here has to convert it to a string in order to work with this. So this is how concatenation works. We're still there. Our next filter is going to be the name. It has to multiply. Anytime we set something or you add more, we're going to multiply that. So our multiplication, our multiply, we're going to add it to numbers and number 1, and then we'll return our number plus number 1 concatenation. We're doing mathematics here. Number 1, sorry, let's multiply that. Okay, so we have number, not numbers. So that is set and done. We are done in here. Don't worry about this, we're going to make sure that everything works fine. So that is all we have. Go through again and make sure that everything is in order. If there is any mistakes, try to rectify them. Pause the video and make sure that you can get it done. Next, we need to work on our admin. So scroll down to your work. The admin is down here. You can see the admin down here. Double click on that, and in the admin we're going to import all the work, the modules that we have done. in here in order to make our work link itself to each other. So what you're going to do is from, we are starting with a dot and do models. This is all we need. So every page you have created, the front end you have created, we need that from here, and the last one must be this. So you can copy this and duplicate as many as you want and make changes to that. My first was product, and now we have a category, and this is category. The next thing is going to be customer, and then customer. The last one is orders, and you set it to order. Let me delete this. Okay, we registered our model. We have to set our class to make it work for us. So admin products into bracket admin dot model admin. Good. Now our admin is active because we already call it from below link. Let's make a list. Displaying the list, we need name, we need price, and we need a category. These are the things we want to see in our admin. Next, class is going to be category. Within the category, so here I'm going to make it category. Change this to capital. So category admin, we need that. I want to show category admin. So that is done. Category admin, admin models, category admin, and the list is here. So it will allow us to create categories name for this one, different names for the category. So it has to display, it must display. Okay, now we are done. We're going to set our site's URL for all these projects. So all you need is to do the following: dot register into bracket products in the admin products. Okay, you're going to do the same thing for the rest of the pages. So now we have set our pages together, and that is under admin here. The next thing we're going to do is to make sure that we have a view. There are codes we need to give to these ones here: cart under view, orders. These are also important. So our first thing is going to be cart. In the cart, we need to bring our shortcuts. So from, we need the Django dot shortcuts, we render, comma, and we redirect whenever possible. So we're going to set them, and once it's done, once this is done, you'll be good to go. Let's try to create a class for this. So our class, the cart into bracket our view. So def get self, and let's request. Once that is done, we're good to go. So this is what we have. It's set and done. In our shortcuts, we have product set, categories, and so on and so forth. Now you can see we have cart.html here. I want you to go to templates and create all these things: base, cart, index, login, orders, search, and sign up. Please create all that. If you don't have, it won't work for us because this is going to be our front end of the pages. So pause the video. As you see here, right click on this, go to new and select HTML, then give a name, enter until you finish all these here, because we will need that in here. I assume that you just finished, so you're welcome. Next is going to be checkout. Now with our checkout, we're going to do the same thing from the Django and our shortcuts, render. So if you wish, you can just go back and download them and copy them and paste. So we can always contribute. Yep, we can always do that. So the Django, it's also here, and we set it up for us. We're done. Once you finish this, remember always, in order for these to be active, we have to create a class for that. So our class is going to be checkout in the view. So we post a request, and these are the informations we need. We need all this in our checkout. Our next is going to be our function to make sure that our products, the product in products, okay, and after that you print out what you need for them. Pause the video whenever you need, make sure that it's okay. So we have our product, our list, it's set. So let's set our order to save the work. We are almost there. Let's return it. I have already explained to you, return is always another way of displaying. So redirect to cart. Okay, as you can see, everything is fine. Okay, good. Next, home. Next is home. So double click on home.py, and we did this one before, so this is what you have. In home, what we added to the redirect and the render is HTTP response. That is all you added to your work, and the rest of it is just a view. Your class is set, your post is given, and just as it is, you've seen it here, everything is fine. So let's keep it up. Let's go to login. Our login is same as home, so we're not wasting much time. All this is mostly copy and paste from home. We have a view, so let's create. Okay, now the view, it's not here, so I'm going to create. We have a login set here. Yep, we have our view set. Let's go down, and our HTML login HTML is also set. Let's create our post again. We're going to set these informations for our work. This information is going to help us. So your login, you need to get your login URL. When you click on it, this is what's going to happen. And we need our email address, password, and the customer's name. We need them. If there is any error, nothing should happen. We have to send a message and let them know that there is an error. If login dot return URL return HTTP response direct into bracket login dot URL, so return the login dot underscore URL, else then the login dot return URL should be equal to none. And we can also set our logout here. Once you log out, then it goes back to login. So we have finished our login page. The next is going to be orders. We don't have much in orders, so please, we're going to use the same method that we did in our methods. We're going to use the same method, the same formatting. Next, let's create a class and order. Our customer, we need our customer's request. Our customer's request is set here. So we have this and it's done. Let's move on to our sign up. With our sign up, we need the same information, class and sign up. So sign up.html, and we start a new, we define a new post, and that post is going to be our first name and so on for our database. So we will be doing validation. Our customer is equal to customer. Then we set our first and last name. So first name is first name, last name, last name. This is all the information that we need. If not error underscore this, then we should print these informations and show that everything is set. Okay, so our validation is set. What we're going to do now is to save our work. So we'll return error underscore message if there is any. If there is not any, no problem. We are done with our views. So right now, if you go back to cart, everything is set. Thank you for watching. See you again in our next part 5.